All right, so you're thinking about jumping into the awesome world of 3D printing. And why wouldn't you be? It's an incredible space for creativity. But let's be real, buying your first printer can feel, well, a little intimidating. But what if I told you that by the time we're done here, you'll have a super clear idea of which printer is perfect for you? Let's get it done. I mean, this is the magic of 3D printing, right? It's the power to take something that's just an idea on your screen and actually hold it in your hands. We're talking about anything like a custom phone holder that fits your car perfectly, or maybe some unique piece of art, or even a prototype for your next big idea. Seriously, the only thing holding you back is your own imagination. Okay, but this is usually where people get stuck. You start looking, and suddenly you're hit with FDM, SLA, build volume, filaments. The jargon alone is a lot to take in. It's so easy to feel like you're just drowning in acronyms. But hey, don't worry about it. I'm gonna be your guide here. We're gonna break this all down step by step and make it super simple. The goal is to find the perfect printer for you. So, section 1, first, ask yourself why. And look, before we even think about looking at a single machine, this is the most important step, seriously. Think about it, you wouldn't buy a car if you didn't know where you were planning to drive it, right? Same deal here. Figuring out your own goals is the key to everything. It's all about matching the tack to what you want to do. So let's start with these 3 key questions. First up, and be honest with yourself here, are you a total beginner who just wants something that works out of the box? Or are you a pro who's looking for something more advanced? Number 2, what are you actually going to make? Are we talking quick prototypes, super detailed art pieces, or maybe some really strong functional parts? And finally, number 3, how big are your projects going to be? Tiny figures or massive objects? Your answers to these questions are going to steer the whole ship. All right, section 2, choosing your printer type. So, you've done a little soul searching, you know why you want a printer. Perfect. Now we can get into the what. And those answers you just came up with, they're gonna point you right to the kind of printing technology you need. So first up is FDM. You've probably seen this one. It stands for Fused Deposition Modeling. And it's what most people think of when they hear 3D printing. The best way to picture it? Imagine a really, really smart hot glue gun. It just builds your object from the ground up, laying down these tiny layers of melted plastic. This is by far the most common and affordable type out there. It's absolutely perfect for beginners, hobbyists, and for making simple prototypes. Okay, next up is SLA, which stands for stereolithography. Now, this is a whole different ballgame. Instead of melted plastic, SLA printers use a super precise UV laser that zaps liquid resin in a tank, hardening it layer by tiny, tiny layer. So what does that mean for you? Well, if you need things with incredibly smooth surfaces and crazy fine detail, I'm talking delicate jewelry, super accurate dental models, or miniatures for gaming that look amazing, SLA is where it's at. And last but not least, we have SLS, or Selective Laser Sintering. Now this is the heavy hitter, the stuff you see in professional and industrial setups. An SLS printer uses a powerful laser to fuse together powder, and we're talking stuff like nylon or even metal. The result? Parts that are unbelievably strong and durable. It's definitely more expensive and complex, but if you need high-performance parts, nothing else really compares. Like, imagine printing a custom drone frame that's both super light and crazy strong. Yeah, that's SLS. Okay, let's just pull all that together for a second. This table really makes it clear, doesn't it? You've got FDM, your go-to for getting started. It's cheap, it's easy, but the print quality isn't gonna blow you away. Then you have SLA, which gives you that gorgeous high-detail finish. But you're gonna pay more for the printer and the materials. And finally, SLS, which gives you incredibly strong parts, but it's a serious investment, for sure. See how this all links back to those first questions we asked? It's not about what's the best, it's about what's best for what you need to do. All right, section 3, key features that matter. So at this point, you've probably narrowed things down. Most likely, you're looking at either FDM or SLA if this is your first printer. So now let's zoom in a bit and talk about the specific features that really matter. Because honestly, these are the little details that decide if your new printer is going to be your best friend or just a really expensive paperweight. Okay, first up is build size. Super simple concept, it's just the maximum size of an object your printer can create. Length, width, and height. The best way to think about it is like the size of your oven. You can't bake a giant cake in a tiny oven, right? Same thing here. You can't print something that's bigger than your printer's build area. And this, again, goes right back to what you want to make. Are you planning on printing tiny little figures? Then a smaller, cheaper printer is going to be totally fine. But if you're dreaming about printing, say, a full-size helmet or some big functional parts all in one piece, then you've got to make a large build volume a top priority. A pretty good rule of thumb is to figure out the biggest thing you can imagine printing and then get a printer that's just a little bit bigger than that. Next, let's talk about print quality. Basically, this is all about the level of detail and how smooth the final object looks. Higher quality means smoother surfaces and capturing all those tiny little details from your design. You know, it's kind of like the difference between standard definition and 4K video. Both show you the picture, but one is just way crisper and more detailed. That's what we're talking about with print quality. So you really have to ask yourself, how much does that tiny, intricate detail matter to you? If you're an artist making sculptures, then yeah, quality's probably everything. But if you're just printing some simple brackets for your garage, you might care way more about how strong it is or how fast it prints. So which is it for you? Does it need to be beautiful or does it just need to work? And of course, we gotta talk about money, the budget. But look, it is not just about the price tag on the printer itself. You have to think about the ongoing costs too. For an FDM printer, you're gonna be buying spools of plastic filament. For SLA, it's bottles of resin. And eventually things wear out, so you might have to buy replacement parts. It's really the total cost you should be looking at. Trust me, a cheap printer that uses super expensive materials can easily end up costing you way more over time. Okay, section 4, making the final decision. So we've covered the why, the what, and the key features to look for. You're basically armed with everything you need to know. So let's just wrap all of this up into one final, simple checklist to help you pull the trigger. All right, this is your final checklist. Just run through these steps. First, define your needs, what you're making, how big, and what quality. We've done that. Second, choose your printer type, probably FDM or SLA. Done. Third, set your total budget, not just the printer price. Got it. Now, the new stuff. Check what materials a printer can actually use, and then, please, do your homework. Research the big brands, and, most importantly, read and watch reviews from actual users. And a final tip, don't forget about customer support. Having someone to call when you're stuck is a lifesaver, especially at the beginning. Just remember, there's no such thing as the best 3D printer out there. There's only the best one for you. And that's it. You've got the complete guide, a clear path from just being curious to actually creating stuff. But you know, picking the printer, that's just step one. The real fun, the real adventure, starts when you open that box and hit print for the first time. So I guess there's really only one question left to ask. What's the first amazing thing you're gonna make? Get creating.